Of course, the software can be played. Don't give me that. Should have cleared my throat before I started recording. Anyway, so we have the exploration before we wind up going and finding Flane in Yuritsa's room. And I just went ahead and picked up the DLC pack. So it's actually like one thing that you buy. It's a season pass essentially, and then it's got a bunch of stuff that it gives. So I got the expansion pass has been applied. The protagonist now has an academy uniform to wear, which can be found in your journal. Once selected, the uniform will be worn during events and battles or while in the monastery. New DLC content is available. You now have access to a new set of valuable items, additional auxiliary battles, a new song, new attire, and new accessory. You can retrieve the items near your bed in your personal quarters. Add-on content has been distributed. It is now possible to recruit Anna from Chapter 3 onward. Additional quests, battalions, outfits, paralogs, and activities have been added. Hopefully I haven't seriously missed out on any of those if I was supposed to have them done beforehand, but we'll go ahead and find out where Anna is. Activities and battalions are unlocked by clearing the additional quests. New DLC content available. The protagonist can now wear Sothis regalia. New DLC content available. You can now access a new story by selecting a side story from the title screen. Your progress in the side story will unlock new content for the main story, including new playable characters, classes, quests, activities, paralogs, and a new area to visit while exploring. Alrighty then, so do side story. Contains some spoilers for the main story. Are you sure you want to proceed? Some spoilers for the main story? Alright, the side story differs from the main game in the following ways. Growth. Units will level up, but skill levels will not increase. Units can change classes, but cannot gain new certifications. Or you gain ore by winning battles and inflicting armor breaks. Be mindful of your weapon durability. There's a finite amount of gold and ore, and only the sword of the creator is repaired when you explore. Before each battle, use the shops around Abyss or the battle prep menu to refresh your battalions and forge or repair your weapons. I mean, might as well do hard classic. It doesn't have a maddening, unfortunately, but that's fine. It just means that it shouldn't be as hard as our main quest. Not quite as much, at least.
Cindered shadows.
We do have to make sure that people
The
don't die,
fourth
though.
house. In the imperial year 185, the construction of Garreg Mach was completed. Saint Seros held a sacred ritual to honor the occasion. 4 saints, known as the 4 Apostles, were led to a tranquil place to perform the ritual. They poured their holy essences into the chalice of beginnings, a gift from the goddess herself, in hopes of bringing about her second coming. Alas, the rite of rising failed. Bearing the blame for the ritual's failure, the 4 apostles left the monastery, all but vanishing from the land. The first sought the lush forest of Adrestia's mountains. The second traversed Fodlin's fangs, settling on the ocean's salted shores. The third traveled to the mountains, vanishing beneath their lofty peaks. And the fourth faded into shadow, in a town untouched by day's light. Lost to history, nothing but legend now remains of the 4 apostles. Their offering to the Nabatean chalice and the goddess, who never returned.
So no story spoilers yet. Considering the fact that Anna was 3,
Excuse me,
don't know
sorry
if
to
it would be
intrude.
before or after that.
Please, forgive the disruption, Lady Rhea, but I have that report you asked for.
Do not worry yourself, Alois. As it happens, I am presently unoccupied. Please, go on.
Ah, great. I'll just... Huh? What's that book you've got there?
It's a book.
It is a chronicle covering the 995 years since Garreg Mach Monastery's completion.
Huh? Sounds like a good read.
Maintaining the church's records is one of the duties entrusted to all archbishops, myself included. This one states that Saint Seros ordered the monastery's construction after the end of the War of Heroes. This is a rare and valuable text. Most documents of that era have been lost to time.
See. Time aside, we also lost many books in that massive fire 21 years ago.
Indeed. What was once well documented exists now only in this chronicle. Not least of which is the ceremony commemorating the monastery's completion.
Interesting. I'll admit, I know the year it took place, but not a thing beyond that.
That is to be expected, unfortunately. According to this chronicle, the rite of rising was held during the ceremony. The intent was to bring about the goddess's rebirth.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
There
Can't
is
say I've ever heard of that.
I am not surprised. There should be countless records documenting that important ritual. Alas, today all we have to go on are fragments of forgotten memories and our own imaginations. One thing is clear. Their wish for the goddess's return was most fervent. Saint Seros held the ritual along with the 4 apostles, Noah, Chevalier, Timotheus, and Oban.
So I'm gonna wind up uploading this one probably like alongside the other ones that I'm doing, just because this is actually going to be taking place separately. Just a note, anybody who is not got any information on the story to begin with, like you're watching this is like your first thing, or maybe you watched like the first episode and now you're watching this. I will do my best not to include any stories from my main campaign that I'm playing currently. I mean, I'm going to play through the entirety of this before I go back. I'm currently in month 9. I have gotten to like month 12 or 1 or 2. I got pretty far with Edelgard, also in maddening and stuff. So I'll try not to give spoilers for that, and try to just keep this as the DLC separately. However, note that I am in month 9. And currently on a hunt for Flame.
However, it did not bear fruit, as the goddess did not return to this world. So it is written.
I've never heard of the 4 apostles before.
Which I don't really see as a
They're
spoiler.
different
I mean,
from the 4
playing hide and
saints,
seek with
right?
little girl. Not really a spoiler.
That is correct. Today, almost no records exist of the 4 apostles. Their names live on only in the names of their crests. But the bloodlines bearing those tokens of the past have been lost. Any deeper knowledge
I'm assuming
of
the 4 characters that I'm going to wind up getting are going to be 4 descendants of those people.
Well,
I know they all have like
it's
special
interesting.
classes and stuff
Does
too
that
that they're
mean
going to
there's
give
somewhere
out, so that would be awesome. I want to see
backstage?
those.
In a sense, it is possible that their bloodlines have carried on in secret, perhaps materializing where no one thought to look.
Considering the fact I just picked up a ton of characters, picking up 4 more won't be too bad, especially because I'll be able to decide where and who I want them with. And I got Anna
I had
that I can
not
go get
intended
too.
to
A
indulge
bunch of
in
other
such a
stuff in the main
long-winded
story.
lecture. Please, tell me your report, Eloise. It concerns the underground, does it not?
Oh, right. It's as you suspected. Recently, there have been several incidents in the area beneath Garreg Mach.
Yeah, that literally just, that whole scene
Claude,
served to set up
Are
the
you
thing.
certain that suspicious individual you spotted went through there? I will say, that does look a bit like a passageway, doesn't it?
Unless I dreamt it up while sleepwalking, there's no mistaking what I saw.
I never thought I'd say this, but I believe Claude's story. In fact, it reminds me of something. I have heard tales of countless passages snaking beneath Garreg Mach. This is undoubtedly one of them.
Perhaps so. In any case,
They're also
there's no telling
standing
where it leads.
right next to the dormitories.
Oh no.
Oh, you're
As you can
right.
see the greenhouse
There's no
down,
telling what we could find.
behind
Terrible
Asgard.
danger, wicked creatures, unspeakable smells. The risk is too high, your highnesses. I must humbly insist that you wait here, where it's safe and smells nice. Meanwhile, Teach and I will track down the bandit-shaped person. If we don't return, do me a favor and call for the knights, will you?
That is quite enough. As though we would allow you to make that call on your own. With so little information, it's far too dangerous. We'll come along as well, right, Dimitri?
Yes, of course. If it was indeed a thief, we must not allow them to get away with their crime. Considering what took place at the goddess's rite of rebirth, vigilance is paramount.
Okay, so that's the main story spoiler. My character already has, or whoever this character is that I'm going to end up playing as, already has the Sword of the Creator, which I believe is fairly early. I've had it for 2 months now, I think.
Right.
So
well,
month 7. the
Tag
end of month
along if
7.
you insist. Just don't come crying to me if we all meet a terrible fate. Deal?
Likewise. Well, no use dallying. Let's be on our way. Unless there's someone else we should call for?
Should bring more allies.
Yes, a fine idea. Though at this time, I fear few of our classmates are still awake.
Whoa there! What's all this,
Woo, woo.
Professor?
Hey,
You
Hilda.
and the 3 house leaders creeping around at night? Pretty shady if you ask me.
It's certainly a rare and unexpected sighting, especially
Ash is a
considering
thief.
the hour.
Looks like a whole lot of something is about to happen. I'm going back to bed.
Stop right there, Lenhart. Your bad luck is our good fortune. You're coming with us.
You could stop thinking of ways out of this, Hilda. We could use your help, too.
You as well, Ash. I'll explain everything on the way.
Happy to help. We don't have anything better to do at this hour, so we may as well pitch in.
You have our gratitude. Now then, let us be on our way. Ready, Professor?
The more the merrier, I suppose. Let's just hope we're not all marching to our doom.
Okay, so this takes place after the Rite of Rebirth, which is, I believe, month 7. Something similar.
Great, this is brutal. Tell me again why you're subjecting me to this devastating boredom?
Enough with the yawning, Baldface. If you're really that bored, you could always make a friendly wager.
Thanks, but no thanks, pal.
His lips aren't even
Low on
moving.
funds as it is. Last thing I need is another debt I can't pay.
Right, Bee. As if you could say no to that. How diverting that you should bicker for my amusement. Imagine my overwhelming dread were I
Okay,
stuck
okay.
here without such joyous entertainment. Count me out. I'll leave the talking to Yuri, Bird, and Coco.
Hey, boss.
Back already, huh? Have you detected any movement on the surface?
Well, I looked for the Cardinals meeting, just like you said. The thing is, I was spotted by some weirdos. They chased after me and everything.
Some weirdos, you say? So very helpful. They weren't knights, were they?
I don't know. There were only a few of them, but I bet they were armed to the teeth.
With meager numbers like that, I doubt they intend to take on Abyss.
They probably took you for some kind of villain. They'll lock you up if they catch you. Finally, a little action. Let's find them first and throw some punches.
Hold, Balthus. 'Tis ignorance itself to rush headfirst into trouble. You're excited to fight too. You've been waiting for a chance to try out your
Do I have to
shiny
fight
new
these
magic.
guys?
Surface laws don't apply down here. That gives us the freedom to have some fun with them. They're probably not knights, but our new friends definitely work for the church.
You had best not leave me behind.
Constance, Yuri,
It seems this
and
place is
Balthus,
more than a
right?
simple passageway.
There's people living under Garrett Mock. Oh, my brother used to tell me stories like that back in his academy days.
Ah, so Holst attended the academy as well, then?
Of course. Back then, there were tons of rumors about what goes on below Garrett Mock. Something about tons of passages and houses beneath the town, all inhabited by super shady people. It had a real intimidating name, too. What was it again? I think it was called Abyss?
That's 2 points for the pink-haired gal. Welcome to Abyss, strangers.
Identify yourself. That uniform.
Welcome, curious students of the Officers Academy. What brings such fine, upstanding surface dwellers to our humble abode?
We're tracking someone who was creeping around the monastery.
Our business here does not concern you. Do you intend to let us pass?
Such indulgence simply cannot be permitted. Your words may fool the fool, but I cannot be so easily deceived.
Her hair makes no sense.
I, Constance von Nouvelle, shall divine your true intentions. You are here by order of the church, which cruelly plots to eliminate the inhabitants of Abyss.
Did she say Nouvelle?
I don't care what the reason for this brawl is. A bite's on the menu, and I'm ready to feast. Let's get right to it, yeah?
By the look of them, I'd wager they're experienced combatants. I'm not certain this is a wise endeavor.
I was thinking the very same thing. Time to make a strategic retreat, then?
Turning back already? Oh, but you'll make me so sad. Now, why would you want to do that? Everyone here is starved for amusement. They've been waiting for a good fight.
Wow, look at that. A flawless example of a surprise attack. These aren't your run-of-the-mill thugs.
Oh, this isn't the time to be impressed by our enemy. We must find a way through at once.
Wait,
Of course, Claude likes the guy who did.
isn't the brand new heir of House Regan?
Who, me? Nah, wrong guy. Claude's a common name in Fodlan. It's just too dashing for new moms to pass up. It's even a popular choice for fake names. Just a good, solid, all-purpose moniker, you know?
Right, except there's only one Claude enrolled at the Academy this year. Looks like that's you.
How do you even know that?
Ah, you just gave yourself away, pal. Looks like my luck's finally taking a turn for the good. All right, so your choices are as follows. Line up for the beating of a lifetime, or let us lock you up like the good boys and girls you undoubtedly are.
I have no clue what this guy's going on about, but it looks like a fight's in order. And it's pretty much all my fault. There's a saying from the East about fighting a flicker with a flame. Seems applicable right about now.
Finally, let's do this already. Prepare to face the almighty King of Grappling.
Why can't I shake the feeling that I know that wild man?
Who, me? No. Alrighty then. Cindered Shadows, the 4th house. Jumpity jump, 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 jump. I also just went and paid for the full first session for my tattoo. Gonna be a big one. Gonna be massive. Yeah, fucking sweet. Cindered Shadows, the 4th house. Select guide in the system menu to view the game's tutorials. Yeah, I don't need tutorial things. Alright, so we have myself, Edelgard. Oh, we're all level 20. Okay, damn. Alright, that's at least a few chapters ahead. Edelgard doesn't have her Crest of Flames, though. Occasionally doubles attack when the weapon uses for combat arts. Sometimes raises might when using combat arts. Ash doesn't have one. Alright. Death Blow, Lance Breaker, Health, Axe Fair, Axe Crit, Sword Fair, Sword Crit, Vantage, Axe Breaker. Vantage is I hit first when being attacked, right? Yeah, Health is lower, okay. Sword, Axe, Authority, Lance Breaker, Weight -5. Lance Fair, Terrain Resistance, Resistance, Swordbreaker, Battalion Wrath. What's Battalion Wrath? Before initiates combat, one of units, battalions, endurance is less than 1/3. Grants crit plus 50. That's awesome. Reinhardt's got Miracle, you got hit plus 20. Death blow is when you attack first. Alrighty then, so this is what we're playing with here. We got a couple assassins down there. You are a war monk. You are unarmed and Vajramushti. Mysterious relic, crest of Chevalier. Crest bearer can use eviscerate. What is your crest? Sometimes restores HP equal to 30%. Those are some cool fists. We're only on hard, so it shouldn't be impossible to take these people down. Lost Relic increases movement, allows unit to move again, and may have damage. You don't have anything special. What about you? Just Banshee. So you're a Valkyrie. We know what that is for class-wise. You're a Trickster. And you are a Dark Flyer, so you're a Dark Magic using Fire. Why can't I see your intents? Do I not plan on moving? Oh, it's because I'm not actually in fight yet.
Who are you people anyhow? It doesn't seem right to cross blades without knowing at least that much.
Wow, does it hurt to take yourself that seriously? Answer the man's question, B.
Why me? Yeah, fine. We're the Ashen Wolves. We're the secret fourth house in Abyss. The surface world turned its back on us, and we did the same in return. Back for a back, as they say.
That doesn't make any sense.
Fourth house? Impossible.
Seems like it'll be tough to fight here. It's kind of dark.
The locks on those gates look really complicated.
Okay, got it. So I unlock. It's open, right? Yeah, it's open. 11 times 2, 11 times 2. He survives that and he's on a defense raising floor. Apparently there are items on the floor as well.
I'll cut through.
Four times nothing. But he survives that, and then has got magic.
Who, me?
Open up the space.
Ready and willing.
You up the space. And you move him up as well. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alrighty, so we got a dude over there hanging out.
I'm at my limit.
You're in trouble anyway. Knight Kneeler has a higher hit chance, so guaranteed.
Is that all?
Alrighty then. Next we gotta start killing off some other people. Obviously you go for Ash. You have a range of 1,
Stay
focused.
which means I should be able to rupture Heaven you perfectly fine.
Come and get some, kiddo. I won't hold these fists are packed with years of pent-up resentment.
What class am I? Oh, I think I'm a Swordmaster. Yeah.
I'll give it my all.
Heals him pretty decently. Prevents death from him, at the very least. Oh damn, you have skills to prevent me from being able to hit you with max, right? Yeah.
I will prevail.
so you're gonna go for Linhardt, and Linhardt needs to not get hit by that. Do you have pass? No, you'd be running around to hit him. Okay. Keep him alive. 14.4, 18 times 2. 25 times 2. Cool. Yeah.
It was a good try.
Bullion. Yeah, I need to not be present for that. And then you kill Ash. So as long as I can kill you... Whatever, still low. Yeah, you go for Hilda, and that's fine. You come for me and kill me. That's not cool at all, dude. You missed. You fucking missed.
I'm all sweaty.
Okay, someone's gonna die to that dude.
Forgive me, everyone.
Yep. Alrighty then.
Who are you?
We're gonna fight.
Four?
I mean, you can hit, but if I move away from where you can hit...
I will prevail.
Stay focused.
Yeah, okay.
Who, me?
Ready and willing. It's not luck, it's fate. Battle.
Well, how was that?
And she did fantastic. Alright, so then Linhardt will come here and heal you. Let's do sword, cool. Alright, so I gotta be able to wail on him just entirely. Means I'm gonna have you. Guard there.
I'll give it my all.
I'll cut through.
I'm feeling this guy's gonna be the hardest one to be able to get past. The rest of them don't seem that challenging.
Take that off.
Their shield is literally a tower. Yeah, hit them.
You have my support. Time is now.
Work, kid. Over there. Ruptured Heaven, Sword of the Creator. 1 health left.
as expected.
Ugh, guts.
Alright, so you try to kill Linhardt, which means I need to prevent that.
It was a good try.
And you have Campbell. I missed. And 6. Did I hit that? Nice.
I put in some
Archer
work.
down. So I have left is the brawler, who can't move. Because you suck. I mean, not that necessarily anybody needs levels, but they won't hurt. I feel like they shouldn't be hitting me nearly as much, and I should be hitting them more. But I suppose these characters are pretty much default.
Over already.
The game wants to make this more challenging than it would be if they had the versions that I would make these characters level 20. Although they do have advanced classes, which is really nice. Guard is definitely gonna tank those guys unless they have like heavy armor stuff. There. Somebody else moving nice and close. One classic, so people are gone permanently. You guys didn't think you actually had a chance to do anything.
Huh. Victory.
The fight continues.
Okay, so
Come
we
to
have
think of
fun
it,
here.
there's an easier way to handle this.
What was that? It couldn't.
Interesting. Monster effect no. No has any extra effectiveness against monsters. After I've destroyed one health bar. Okay, hang on. Oh, it moves. Come get me then. I'm gonna send Linhardt to smack that door open. I don't know what door it opens. There's a lot more of this map than I think is necessary. How do I get the feeling that thing's gonna fill up now? Why not, asshole? Times 2, so everybody backs up one more space. Zero times 2, yeah, it'll just stand right there. Gotta wait on that. assume that doesn't have durability, right? It doesn't. Alrighty then, let's kill this monster. Monster Breaker, Steel Axe, all of your power. Go fuck yourself. I have mana monsters. There we go. Just a random beat coming in.
We must all
magic
do our
work
part.
defense and charm. Damage and miss. Times 2. Or I could Wrath Strike with the Steel Sword. And kill him.
Let the lesson begin!
But
Hey, look at you!
one, two. Oh, you have range. That's a class ability. Dark magic and black magic range increase. How many pulse charge do I have? I get 5. Cool.
Nothing's happening. I think the better question is, what aren't you doing wrong? Only we can operate that.
Dick.
Is it too late for me to back out of this fight? But in this case, I guess there's no avoiding it.
Who's hit? Nice. How does Claude not have range for that? Oh, he doesn't get increased range from the other thing, does he? So I should be able to kill her. And she ran away. And she wandered away. Then a front of
Never underestimate an outsider.
I expect. This is boring. Count me out.
Reckless. Alright, Lenhart. Get back over here. I have a feeling they're just going to try to go off endurance for this fight. I'm already tired of this fight. This is boring. She was correct. What is Ash's gambit? Retribution. Allies can counterattack when they are attacked from outside their usual range for 5 turns. Cool. Everybody through. She has a sword, doesn't she? Yeah, she does. So, actually, yeah, it goes back. A little bit annoying that I only have one magic user. Not the same ratio that I have in my main. That's right behind. So
you didn't give it your all.
That's the golden deer for you.
Who has my second highest resistance? He's got 14. Okay, Dimitri has my second highest resistance. Without even needing to open that. Rogue with Ragnarok. The highest tier of fire magic. I might as well keep healing for XP. Oh, that's cool.
It would behoove you to watch your back.
Oh no! I knew something didn't feel right.
Oh, I can take those guys for sure. Go to grab here and take these guys on. They can handle further up. Wow, I can actually hit that far. Cool. They do some decent damage.
No hesitation. As expected.
Yep, sit down.
Such power.
Again, we're only on hard difficulty. So it's not like we're gonna get destroyed by anything.
That's how it goes.
Get over from there and go and you're dead.
I'm starting.
Each battle a chance to grow.
You're in good form.
It's our chance to prevail.
Yeah, with both of you. And then I get to move.
And I didn't even enjoy it.
Looking fence. That's so messed
It's not luck, it's fate. I'm not done yet.
Some resistance. Alright, let's get Edelgard and myself moved back up. Get a diverse team at least. Silver bow. We'll have Edelgard tank that. I'll move up close. And we'll have everybody else close as well. Oh yeah, Linhardt heals when he doesn't do anything, right?
Is that all?
You suck. We're looking out for Edelgard. I'll strength magic defense and charm. Someone's knocking on my door. Hang on.
Sokka!
I would assume so. Not like I touched it. You have my plates?
They're still on my car.
Take them off.
I was going to today when I went to my dad's, but guess who took Lila's in her seat? And she refused to turn around. So,
Theft.
yeah. We can do it tomorrow when we
I'm all sweaty.
It was a good try.
Yeah, let's not get close to him at all. Of course, he doesn't like stairs. Because he's on a horse. Horse doesn't like stairs. Nobody's really missing anything, but we might as well get off some heals. Alright, Dimitri. Dimitri and Hilda are the only level 20s left. Some defense. Just gotta sit.
You lost to me?
Hilda. Health and magic. Gross. You can put a lot of bullying for killing these guys. Okay, Freddy didn't have the option for her to attack, but it does. Yeah, get closer, flyers. I'll shoot you out of the sky.
Saw that coming.
That's a lot of meta users. 30 times 2 against Edelgard. That is not cool.
That was tough.
Killed you off. Hang on, do you still have a gambit left? You don't. Shit. Mine and Gerald's mercenaries. Edelgard can't stay there. Dimitri can't stay there either. He missed. Fantastic. Always wanted him to miss. Hilda can't stay. Linhardt can't stay. Jesus fuck. Is there anybody she doesn't insta-kill? Me. And that's it. Hang on.
That's the golden deer for you. Life's good.
It's not that I'm defeated, so much as that I'm temporarily
Good, be temporarily grounded. Let's remove him. He can only be hit by that guy, and that's not going to do a whole lot to him. So, moving people back wasn't really that useful then. 37. Iron Sword is the highest chance to hit.
Should I have held back?
What's up, dude? You kill Linhardt. No, you don't. Fuck off. Linhardt kills you. Shit. Alright, I want to see if I can... Okay, I either gotta rush out and take them out to the point where I don't have anybody dying, or pull them back so that way they're trapped in a little area.
We're at your side.
I've got an idea.
Mad melee damages both. Does that prevent movement? It does. Cool. Yuri can heal? Neat. Alright, hang on. I need a lot more of you guys dead.
That's how it goes.
Alright, hang on. Not a high enough chance to hit for that one. Would have grounded with the steel sword. Nope, not quite. Ruptured heaven with the sword of the creator. Such a low chance of hitting. We'll gambit then.
Well, it's time.
I hit him. Each turn grants 5 to one of the following stats. Stealth makes it one big of a chart. That's gross. He hit. We didn't kill him. Bullshit. It is dead. Ash is dead. Pretty much the main character dead too. Night Meal is the highest chance of hitting. I'm resting got hit. Somebody's gonna wind up dead. Probably my main character. Somebody's dead? What? Dude, nice. Alright, we gotta capitalize off of that. Raised for $126. 66% chance to hit.
Use caution.
I don't have a choice but to pull him back. Even more chance of hitting now. D21.2. Gross.
You have my support.
Oh, I got Hilda.
Oh shit, she killed him. Oh, and that cleared it. Cool. Hello to my MVP. Got 10
It's safe to say we've won this round, don't you think? B, was it?
The name's Balthus. I don't lose often, but I can at least recognize what it looks like.
Balthus. Balthus? From House Albrecht? Baldy, is that you? Whew! You look, old.
Huh. Do we know each other, pal? Wait a minute. That hair, those eyes, that voice! Hilda! I don't believe it! Pulse little sis?
Alrighty then.
I don't believe it. Little Hilda herself. Why didn't you speak up sooner?
Baldy, this isn't the time to catch up. What would Holst think? I bet you didn't consider that, did you?
Yeesh. I don't know. It wouldn't be nice. Look, sorry, okay? Just don't tell Holst. If he knew I raised a hand against you, he'd have my head.
Like he'd stop at your head. Fine though. Just this once, and just for you, I'll keep quiet.
Now that that's sorted, what did you mean about it being lucky that you found me?
Oh, that. One of the guys I owe gold to is Count Gloucester. He said something about forgiving my debt if I could dig up some dirt on you. Figured this was my shot.
Ah, so it was purely selfish. But then was a fight really necessary?
Really was. Best way to acquaint yourself with someone is to get into a tussle with them. It's common sense right there.
I had no idea there were others like B out there.
Say what you will, but I learned all I need to know. It's clear this lot has nothing to do with the church's intentions. But that means those other creeps could always attack us at any moment. Someone's targeting Abyss. Mercenaries keep sniffing around and causing trouble here. They won't let up.
It's a real problem. We have no clue who's pulling the strings. There are many within the church who would love to see this filthy underground city purged. When you first showed up, we thought you were here to do just that. Apologies for the confusion.
So that's why you came at us with that nasty kill the outsiders act.
As Yuri Bird said, we're sorry. We're all pretty on edge these days.
Indeed. That someone would descend to Abyss out of pure curiosity was far too outlandish to consider.
No idea. These tunnels have been around for ages. They could be older than the monastery for all we know.
None remain who know the complete truth. However, I shall tell you all that we know for certain. Abyss is home to those who shun the light of day. It is the secret shadow of Garrick Mach, if you will.
The church quietly tolerates us. They think they need a place like this for Garrick Mach to thrive.
The deal is simple. Abyssians never get involved with the surface, and the surface never gets involved with us.
Alas, for some foul reason, surface dwellers have been after us of late. Further oppressing those souls who can only find solace beneath the ground? I cannot abide it. Though it pains me to admit, we too harbor valid reasons for not venturing into the light. That is why, by the grace of our esteemed patron, we have been granted sanctuary here in Abyss.
I see. Balti, does that mean you've got a reason for being here too?
Afraid so, Hilda. I'm here because there are more bounties on my head than there is hair. Needed to lay low. Real low.
But, Balti, that's awful.
Enough with the niceties. Let's get these surface dwellers out of here.
Nonsense! Intolerable nonsense! Why ever would we let slip this chance to acquire their aid?
Like we said, recently this place is being targeted by mercenaries. Myself excluded, a lot of the folks who live here can't defend themselves. They're here to avoid conflict. The elderly, the infirm, orphans, lost souls, merchants who were chewed up and spit out by the nobility. Works.
It rests upon us to protect those who cannot protect themselves, and to safeguard our home. To that noble end, I must insist that you lend us your strength.
I feel for your cause, truly. However, I cannot help but wonder why you would trust us so readily. We are from the surface, after all.
Trust is a choice. We're choosing to trust you. For now. It's clear you're not here by command of the church. And you're not just a bunch of noble twerps either. You can hold your own. It's in the way you fight, how you carry yourselves. Still, I'm reluctant to get you involved with this madness. It's our problem, not yours.
It's too late now. We already told them everything. Let's at least give them a chance to decide for themselves.
Most true. Wander about Abyss for a time, and I am certain you will come to the only correct conclusion.
Right. What she said. Take a look, think some thoughts. Consider yourselves our special guests.
I like being a special guest. I'm perfectly fine with that. Foes can attack from long range, although their hit rate is reduced as range increases. I suppose that's why they have that increase
Cindered
to accuracy
shadows.
so high.
What lies
You
beneath?
basically guarantee a hit every time at 2 spaces, and then 3 and 4 is where they start to drop off a little bit. Damage would be double the weapon's might. Sword of the Creator is now restored and can now be used 20 times. See what the residents have to say.
Professor? Oh,
Hello, Professor. It's completely different from the one in the monastery. There are forgeries and banned books, legends, spells, and heresies. Doubt I'll catch a single wink tonight.
Nice. Good for you.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. It's about you outsiders. The Ashen Wolves may seem tough, but they're harmless. Honestly, things can get pretty boring down, but here's a little piece of wisdom from me to you. Boredom's a
Boredom is luxury, got it.
Hey, you're quite a strapping fellow. But even your looks don't compete with the likes of Yuri.
Fuck off.
Don't let that pretty face of his fool you, though. Even so, the people of Abyss trust him.
Want a drink? Of course you don't. It's all terrible down here. Nobody important enough to carry the good stuff wants to come underground to sell it to us. It's a shame. Just once, I'd like to taste something worthy of a noble.
Oh, I can't drink. I suppose the game's gonna assume I'm not old enough to do so.
I told Yuri I wanted to be just like him when I grew up. So I told Balthus I didn't want to be like him when I grew up. And he said I'd grow up boring.
Alright, so we got some shops down here. We got Battalion Guild, weapons, items, and smithing. How's everybody else enjoying it?
What do you think, Professor? This is a most unique town, is it not? Incredible, really, that those who faced oppression on the surface are able to find sanctuary here. Oh, not to say that there's no helping the situation in Fodlan. To do just that is our duty. Even so, I find the idea rather lovely.
Who knew an entire town was hiding beneath the monastery? And a secret fourth house to boot? Secrets upon secrets. So I'm sure Rhea knows all about this place.
I would assume Rhea knows about it.
Okay.
Mysterious
Abyss is where I offer my prayers to my gods. The goddess of Fodlan is not one of my gods. But the statue here is not one of my gods either. I offer my prayers here all the same.
Interesting.
You're from the surface, aren't you? My mom says surface people are the worst.
Okay, fuck off, kids.
Find someone else to bother. Whatever the heck you're selling, I'm not buying. Not a trader, huh? Most folks chatting down here are just pawning off stolen goods.
Alright, let's go through my inventory here real quick. He's got concoction, rusty sword. So my Sword of the Creator gets repaired after each fight, I think.
Welcome!
I assume you've got a ton of really good stuff. Killing Edge, Silver Sword, Steel Sword, oh hell yeah. Mace, surrounds. Oh yeah, you do need
soon.
higher skill in certain things in order to be able to use them.
Welcome.
What do you have? Steel Shield. 3 and 3, 2 and 2.
Please come again.
Hey there.
Then you can repair stiffs. I think I need anything repaired yet.
Come back anytime. Hey there.
What's all the commotion about? Hey, hang on. I've never seen you before. You a first-timer? Word of advice. Watch your back. The only folks who hang around down here are the ones too shady to walk in the goddess's light.
Okay, I won't turn back on him then.
Hiya, Professor. Allow me to introduce you to my brother's best friend. You can call him Balti.
Actually, it's Balthus. You've probably heard of me. In the Alliance, I'm known as, how should I put it?
Right answer. This guy's notorious for picking fights and shirking debts. He's got a whole army of bounty hunters chasing after him.
I may not look it, but I was once a noble from a minor house. Life's full of twists and turns.
I know you, Balti. I'm pretty sure you got yourself into this mess.
To battle, to battle. Random person down here. To battle. Wonder if where I go to battle matters. Hello.
Pardon, but might you possibly be the Imperial Princess herself?
I am. And you are Constance of House Nouvelle. I recall hearing of your disappearance. I never would have imagined you'd end up in a place like this.
Your presence is equally curious. What business could you have here? Don't tell me it was idle curiosity.
As I believe you are well aware, we were chasing after a suspicious individual.
You're not a holy knight, and you don't seem all that special. But you're certainly mysterious, wielding that hero's relic.
Yeah,
I've heard all about you. But I never figured I'd see you down here, chasing after someone and getting lost in the process. The classroom for the Ashen Wolf House. Just so we're clear, we're not affiliated with the Officers Academy. Since we're not part of the Academy, it's really just a place for us. Can't go to the surface either. We've all got our reasons. We're a unique bunch from all walks of life. Once you get to know us, I'm sure you'll love it here.
Hey, new person. Want my advice? Don't wander too far off the beaten path. Abyssians like their privacy. If you go snooping around, there's bound to be trouble. Wait, did I introduce myself? My name's Happy.
Okay, just pronounced happy.
Really?
Ooh, crystal room. Wayseer's room. Unit appearance. Guess I don't have the choice for any other ones. Because I don't have my desk.
Well...
Hey, Ash. Rusted sword.
It looks like this is where the people of Abyss leave their unwanted belongings. I didn't expect to find much, but there's actually plenty of gear we could salvage. I'm told we can take anything we can use, so it might be good to check on it now and again.
No, let me at least grab that rusted lance first. Finish exploring and proceed to battle. Correct. Chapter 2. Is this gonna give me like a thingy too? Or?
We're all done here, boss. Oh, but more importantly, about your...
We'll discuss that another time. For now, tend to your mission. Don't worry, no one will die. We'll get everyone out safely. Once the trap is set, shift your focus to protecting the Abyssians, just in case things go south. Oh, it's you. I was just heading off to ambush our attackers. You'll help with that, won't you?
Oh, does that mean your enemies are drawing near?
Very good. The scouts I sent to the surface spotted some mercenaries. We closed off the entrance they used last, but it seems they've already found another.
This is bad. We've got to evacuate everyone from Abyss as quickly as possible.
That won't be necessary. They'll be back soon.
Huh? Who?
Why do I have to go? No matter what we do, we're all just gonna die in the end anyway.
Sure, but if we do nothing, we'll die a lot sooner. I assume the corridor is successfully camouflaged?
But of course, our decoy shall prevent those scoundrels from chancing upon our living quarters. Do note that I am the bait upon your hook. If we fail, I shall be left dangling in the wind. But it must be done, I fear. And so, I will most happily accept the starring role in this.
They're at the entrance. They'll be coming in from the east.
The east. Good. We're well placed. Go ahead and draw them deeper into Abyss, just like we planned. Launching small counterattacks on the surface won't accomplish anything. It could also earn us the scorn of the Church, if it gets messy. Which it will. That's why we have to lure the enemy underground before we take them out. I know the perfect spot.
Admit it, pals. You're knee-deep in this, just like us. There's no turning back now, right?
Of course not. If there's any way we can help your cause, we won't turn our backs on you.
That's right. We will not stand idly by while danger befalls the innocent people of Abyss.
If we can capture the enemy, we can perhaps learn the reason behind their relentless attacks.
Excited, are you? Fine. We could use more bodies to throw at our enemies. Thanks for volunteering.
So long as they're fighting with us and not against us, I don't care
Like
how
Happy's
excited
attitude,
they are.
and the fact that she has a
Let's get
terrible
to it.
attitude.
Wow, an underground arena, huh? You sure know some great spots, Yuri.
I heard about this place from someone back in town. It hasn't been in use for a long time. I figured it could prove useful. So I spent some time clearing out the debris that was blocking the entrance.
It seems to be a revitalized ruin. Perhaps it was originally a reception hall or something similar.
Perhaps. Honestly, all of Abyss feels like a ruin.
This place is magnificent. It is just spacious enough
Okay, so
to
this is
contain
my class for the
glory.
time being, I guess,
shall
then.
not hold back here.
Large, isolated. I wonder if it would be okay for me to sigh here.
If Happy sighs, monsters come running. No, I'm not kidding.
I'm not sure what you could possibly mean by that.
I wish, Happy, but no. Absolutely no sign. And Constance, be glorious in moderation. Understood? This place is so big that if it collapses, all of Abyss will fall with it. The whole reason we're luring our enemies here is to avoid damaging Abyss. Don't lose sight of that.
I am well aware of our aim.
Sure, but that doesn't mean we can trust you to show restraint.
You as well? I cannot fathom why I am being treated in such a way. It is the duty of the nobility to preserve the people's safety. Do you truly believe that I would destroy Abyss in my efforts to save it? Preposterous.
That would cause trouble for Elfie too. If the underground collapses, he's the one who will have to answer for it.
You must know Elfric, yeah? He's a bigwig in the church, but a friend of Abyss. He's the one who opened up this place to folks with nowhere else to turn. Folks like us. He gave us a home, a new life.
It is Elfric himself who put forth the idea of establishing the Ashen Wolf House. Sadly, he faces opposition within the church, and so he cannot openly deploy the...
That means Elfric relies upon us to protect the people who live here. I hope you're ready, Professor.
Reliable, aren't you? We'll owe you one.
Time to knock some sense into their thick skulls. They picked the wrong strangers to mess with.
I think after I complete this, all the characters should be unlockable. And theoretically, they would always be unlockable after that then, too. So any other game that I start up, I can just have them join my team. Yeah, I can still convoy, so it doesn't hurt to just have it available. Or have the items on me, rather than in places. Alright, so we got all 5 of them. Alright, these are resistance, avoid, defense, avoid. Okay, so hang on. So I got my 4 guys over there. My new guys. And then the regulars up here.
Knew following those shady kids was a bad idea.
They actually fell for it.
Other mercenaries are on their way. We left a nice little trail of crumbs for them to follow. We'll need to take them all out, or they'll just keep coming.
Okay, so I have to kill every single one of you.
Who, me?
Why is my hit rate so low?
Stay focused.
I'll give it my all.
Ready and willing.
Alright, well, we could just stand up and come after us.
It'll be a shame to mar this pretty arena with...
You're a real pain in the neck, you know that? Of course I'd go down like this.
But yeah, duh, I have to move them too. I'm done.
Let me at him.
Yep.
Sure thing.
You're...
Windswept is the same, but has a higher crit. Cool.
Be careful.
Nice.
Not too shabby.
Sally forth!
Bolting. Cool.
You'll...
She's actually on a Pegasus too. Burning blow, rushing blow, avoid increased. I don't
It'll
miss
be
you,
a-
die. Fucking told you not to miss. I can get killed now. Nope, he's not dead. Odie concoction. He must have died somehow. Fist fair.
Remember this service.
Time to shake things up.
I've been practicing that one.
Some of you up here.
Try and stop me.
Plus 50% of the damage dealt. Nice. And you can possibly kill her, but it will take 2 hits. Sword.
Out of my way.
Alright, so he's got to miss one of those hits. Or put him there and you can't actually kill them. Sweet. Alright, so now I gotta deal with guys up here with my guys. Okay, how do I want to do this?
Ready and willing.
Steel bow on that one.
I'll give it my all.
Start with the steel bow. Oh, I need to be further away, actually. Doesn't quite kill him. Archer's definitely dangerous.
Battle.
I will prevail. Your defeat was inevitable.
I'll cut through.
Are those avoid squares? Yes.
Over already.
Both after Edelgard.
Stay focused.
I don't need to do damage off
Who, me?
You have
my
my
support.
support.
Like you, though.
Oh, I got it!
That is that.
Health, magic, speed, and resistance.
You're in good form.
That's everybody moved, everybody safe. Although if he would have created Edelgard, would have been dead.
Do it!
Right, they said we gotta clear these guys out or they're gonna keep coming, so I need to get down there and kill those guys. Kill him off.
Victory.
You've got magic, is what they're using.
Nighty night.
I would assume her capable of surviving hits from one. She's a magic user. Yeah, she's good.
Let me at him.
Magic and resistance. Cool.
Thanks.
Think this through.
Edelgard does not want to get close at all. Yeah, no, let's not have me do that. Training sword. Suppose you can get them in a position to be ready to go down and attack. Like, hopefully the new guys don't spawn until after I get another turn. Terrific. Get out the mini bow. Half your health gone. There's a high crit rate. Minus movement, minus speed. What the fuck? I guess he got a crit off.
Let me at him.
Fucking dick.
You're no coward.
Sure thing. Not too shabby. Luck is on my side.
Should be the fight over. No, more dicks. Got it.
This can't be the place, can it?
More visitors already? Allow us to offer you a premature burial.
Damn brats.
Fuck. Hang on, let's get on some avoid.
I'll cut through.
I don't have healers.
I will prevail.
Ready and willing.
My healer to melee ratio.
Who, me?
Really low.
I'll give it my all.
Oh, terrific. Just stand on those squares so I can dodge. Give next to no chance to hit.
Sally forth!
Okay.
A bad skirmish.
Get the XP. And back the fuck off.
Yep. That's
it. Strength match
Now
against some resistance. Alright, so we look going for him. You're going for Claude, and Claude can survive that for sure. Defense too. Yeah, if I'm
Stay
clear,
focused.
Then I have more people to beat up on the side. I don't know what happened. Just get the speed.
Careful.
Doing my part. So you're dead.
You fought well.
You go for Ashes. We're all gross. Get out of here.
Our power is yours. Time is now.
Fading blow, which means he backs up the square. Plus strength, speed, defense, charm.
Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous.
Yeah, he could help. Main character. Obviously, you're gonna pick Dimitri.
The fight continues.
Tempest lands with an iron.
Who's next?
Sit down.
I will get stronger.
Speed, luck, and fence. So you want a piece of her. You want a piece of her. She's got such low health. She missed. Yeah, you can't kill Edelgard. You can't kill her. If both of you guys hit, you could kill them. That's not cool.
Ready and willing. It's not luck, it's fate.
And then I can run away. So you're after Edelgard, you're after Happy, and you can't do shit. Dodge. You're 20. So if I give you a kill, you have it, right?
Acknowledge my contribution!
I am acknowledging the
There's no
contribution.
masking my...
I wonder if they get recruited as the classes that they're in.
I expected as much.
Magic deck speed and defense.
It's your call.
Not that their levels are going to matter
No
in
biggie.
the long run. Well, I mean, for the campaign, they're going to be helpful,
No.
but I don't suspect this is going to be a very long downloadable content. Like, more just the opportunity to unlock these characters will be unlocked.
How deep does this place go? I wonder if it's around here somewhere.
We have to finish this fight before more show up. I wish they'd turn around and go home.
I know what you're talking about when more show up. I got rid of everybody and more still showed up.
As expected.
nice healer, bro. Neat. Screw is in a better tank than me.
If only my research.
Defense and resistance. I hope we can definitely survive the attack. Alright, bring it. Slightly further away from everybody.
That's how it goes.
Smash you.
Ready and willing. Sorry, but victory is mine.
So I'm not doing that. Okay, my main character.
We're at your side. We've got to try.
Just because I wasn't hitting otherwise.
Not
speed. Rushing blow with iron gauntlets. You missed. You missed. Did you notice that? You missed. Because that was going to happen. Because you missed. Alright, Happy needs some help there. Move her back and attack him.
Nighty night.
So attacking him. Hilda, Edelgard. I guess going for Hilda anyway, let's put on a void spot. Stop breaking in between
One step at a time.
their movement and stuff. It makes me nervous. I know I'm actually succeeding in hitting them and killing them and stuff, but it still makes me nervous.
Do you see where you went wrong?
Alright, perfect. She did. The other guards couldn't miss it anyhow.
That's
it. For him. Back.
Over already.
He's got a high enough resistance to survive that for sure. Hilda does not like that damage at all. With that. Move. And I absolutely needs to move the fuck away.
Each battle, a chance to grow.
Attacking me. Attacking Happy. Not cool. Hilda instead. Still hitting Ash. Alright then, we'll block with that. Because Hilda can definitely take the hits.
I thought I smelled fresh blood. That sword awaited you in the holy mausoleum.
Victory conditions brought all enemies is set back now. He's yellow. A sickle of impossible resilience. This weapon was crafted using forgotten knowledge. I kind of want to kill him though. Flame Emperor armor. Alright. We gotta clear out these guys and those new jokesters that just popped up.
Who is next?
Get you off real quick.
You fought well.
Lance.
Use caution.
Clearing out all the units.
I'll cut through.
Remove.
I must stay focused. Use caution.
I'll stick with you.
How old are you guys? 27.
Well, how was that?
We both want to hit Hilda. He can't actually move any further, so if Hilda moves back, then...
I could use a break.
And one hits her and one hits Dimitri. Okay, well that one hits Ash.
It was a good try.
Actually, hang on, I can see how much damage he does if I do that.
I've been practicing that one.
5 times 4, 9 times 4. He sucks with magic. Is he after me? He's yellow. I don't know if he's hostile or not, though.
Face it, I'm better than you.
That's what you get. Good enough for me.
All strength like uses the charm. Alrighty then. Let's go ahead and get ready for this fight. It's about to happen. Shit for healing.
Who, me?
Move carefully.
I'll cut through.
Bet you could take the Death Knight. He's only 15 levels ahead. It says enemy phase when he pops up. Alright, yeah, let's back up so that way these two are the only ones that are hitting me. I have to defeat everybody but the Death Knight, but I'm gonna wind up fighting him no matter what. Because the game lies when it says to defeat everybody so that way units stop coming in, because they kept coming after everybody was dead. Yeah, that's not cool. Alrighty then.
I'll give it my all.
Mash all these things to move.
I could use a break. I'm all sweaty.
Okay, good. She didn't die.
I'm still.
That's annoying.
Your defeat was inevitable.
Nighty night.
Up to you.
Alright, let's see who lives. Oh boy. Alright, that's everybody healed up. Me, but there's only one spot to hit me from. You can actually curve all the way up and around. That's not cool. Dimitri can block that though. There you go. Hitting Dimitri. Hilda survives that. Hilda survives that. Hilda survives that. Alright. So there's 3 possible places to hit Hilda. 1 place to hit me, 1 place to Dimitri, 2 places to hit Yuri. Don't pause in between. I just want to have their turn up without losing anybody. Yes. Oh yeah, Death Knight. Clear that shit out for me. I'm cool with that. I might be able to kill all these guys on this turn without needing to fight him. Okay, the item doesn't change what drops, even though he's using it.
Failure is not an option.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
Yeah, Edelgard, nice.
Who, me? Yeah, that was all me.
You. Definitely want to get all of these guys with increased movement for the
Acknowledge my contribution!
You're done.
Witness the...
Never underestimate an outsider.
My main character needs help. Reinhardt, you're on duty.
Use caution.
Well, you're at half health. Quit complaining.
Sure thing.
Sure, we'll do Iron Sword. Move him back.
No biggie.
Kill off him. We're fine there. You attack my main character, you attack Edelgard, you attack Edelgard, you attack my main character, but there's only one spot to hit my main character from, so fuck off.
We never had a chance.
And then I can back up. So we got Edelgard, and my main character. Fantastic. I didn't have bandage too, so I hit first when they try to hit me. Alright, Death Knight, can I take you?
Be mindful.
25. And you only do 28 to me. Reinhardt. Having that item would be very useful. Just have the ability to return damage if, yeah, you do. Fuck. Vulcan is out. Sagittarius. Yeah, you have too high of a hit chance. Windswept with a steel sword. 5% crit chance. Apparently you don't return a hit from that, so there's no negative hitting. 30 damage. And I believe, if I remember correctly, my Ruptured Heaven did 25.
Oh, no.
So Yuri just gave me the kill on him.
Stay focused.
If I don't miss. Let's try it. Damn. I missed it. Hang on, do I have any gambits left? Where's your gambit? Two flames. Assembly.
Do it just as I planned.
What broke off of him? Wait, what? There's so many that it rotates around, that's funny. Hang on, I've got several pulses left.
Sally forth!
I've got this.
Gambit doesn't actually
We shall take any opening.
do damage to him, unfortunately.
Stay focused.
Come on, let me hit this time. Nice.
I'm not setting it.
Speed and defense. Crescent sickle.
I've indulged too much.
Honestly, what a nuisance.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Yep.
Anyway, we're ready to start doing some more damage.
Ready and willing. It was a good try.
Level 25 for Claude. Health, dex, speed, and charm. You want a piece of Lantern, you want a piece of Hood.
Who, me? I will prevail.
Well, how was that?
I'll give it my all.
I'll cut through. Is that all?
Done. Stage complete. Ambush in the arena. Happy with my MVP. Host
Could have been better, could have been worse.
Oh, alrighty then.
Boss, that's the last of them.
Good. Finally. Thanks for all the help, everyone.
An assassin, oh no.
I ain't going down without a fight. I'm taking you with me, punk.
I will not allow it.
Oh, Elfric.
Elfric, you're here.
Well, shall we capture this fool?
Chapter 2 complete.
Alfric, how serendipitous that you have come to our aid.
I am relieved that I wasn't too late. I do hope my presence proved useful.
No doubt
looks
about
like
it.
shit.
We needed the backup.
He's very bland.
Professor, I do believe this is the first time our paths have crossed, is it not? Of course, I have heard all about you from Her Grace, the Archbishop. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Elfric. The Church has granted me custodianship of Abyss. The pleasure is all mine. I am sure you have already been told about Abyss's unique situation. For varying reasons, all of the inhabitants here are unable to live a peaceful life on the surface. People like the Dagdans and Almirans, who suffer undue persecution across Fodlan. The poor and the sick, who are forced into Abyss. I believe it is my sacred duty to provide a place for those who have nowhere else to go.
Right. And the poor and sick living in a sunless crypt helps them... how?
Enough, Claude. Please, forgive my friend, Elfric. We would love to hear more.
In all honesty, I understand his concern. I dearly wish I could provide a better life for my flock. But it would appear that Her Grace and most of the Church consider the existence of Abyss to be something of a nuisance. No? I've heard tell of those within the Church who intend to purge Abyss.
That's the Church for you. They make a big deal out of helping the helpless, when it suits them.
We can't just sit back and accept the way things are. We've got to fight the system. Sure, I'm here to hide from literally countless bounty hunters, but I'm not the only one in need. You're in a bad way too, Happy. We can't just let the Church walk all over us.
Too true. For the sake of all who dwell in Abyss, we must help dear Alfric to turn the tide.
I am overwhelmed with gratitude. Your fervent support is all the reward I could ask for. As for you, Professor, I must beg a favor of you. The Ashen Wolves are a house in name alone. They are eager students with no teacher to guide them. If you could find it in your heart to take them under your wing, I would be most grateful. Naturally, your official duties take precedence, so you need only help out when your schedule allows.
Wait a minute, Elfric. Where's this nonsense coming from?
I second that question. We have no need of a professor when we have you.
Dear flock, I am a mere guardian. I can protect you, but I cannot enrich your minds. Though I call this gathering an academy house, I have long lamented that it isn't truly so. Now, I am blessed with the opportunity to correct this. The professor who stands before you has garnered a great deal of acclaim on the surface. A most trustworthy and esteemed teacher, to say the least. What's more, I happen to be acquainted with the father of this fine individual. I was born and raised in Garreg Mach, so I often have the opportunity to spend time with him. Your mother as well. She was a cherished friend of mine. I was even present for their wedding. With parents like yours, I have no doubt that you possess the kindness and patience necessary to guide these students.
But...
It'll be fine. It's not like we're strangers anymore. Say, Alfric, don't you need to take care of those thieves?
Ah, right you are. Please, excuse me. Oh, and one more thing, Professor. If ever you would like to hear more about your parents, I would be delighted to share my memories with you.
Still chapter 2, technically. Unfortunately.
Cindered Shadows. The Rite of Rising. Ah, Professor. To what do I owe this pleasure? Ah, yes, of course you do. I will gladly tell you all that I know. Where to begin? If you have something particular in mind, please... Kind and wise. I would often see her in the library, her nose always buried in a book. Gerald was very much then as he is now. His knights would have done just about anything for him. Whenever he had time to spare, he would instruct the children of the monastery in combat and tactics. Just like those wide-eyed
Not that it's
youngsters,
spoilers,
your mother and I
but I do
made a
think
hero
Gerald
of him
dies
in our
at some
minds.
point in the main storyline.
When I learned that Gerald
That's
and Citri
conjecture
were to be
for me, though,
married,
because in
I
the
was quite
opening
surprised.
scene, it shows your
Back then,
character
Gerald
like
was something
bend down
of a
over a
mentor to
character
me.
that is clearly
As for
dying, looks like
Citri,
Gerald.
she found it difficult to express her emotions. It was only when she was gazing at Gerald that I ever saw her smile. A smile that rivaled the very sun. His tales of the outside world must have seemed like a lifeline for one as frail and guarded as she. Indeed, she lacked the strength to travel beyond the monastery. The only souls she ever spoke with were a select few within the monastery walls. I can picture it now. The stories he told her, his striking words, and his boisterous laugh. Listening to him must have given her a great deal of hope. As for me, I could never have become like Gerald, as much as I wished for it. I suppose I did. He would tell stories from a century ago as though he had lived them himself. No matter how fervently one studies the stories of old, that is no easy task. Professor, you traveled with Gerald before coming here. You must have seen a great many things, yes? Forgive me for overstepping, but do you not regret foregoing your travels to take up residence here? Well then, I suppose I have no choice but to assist you as best I can. To shape young minds must afford you a unique perspective on the world. I am certain my unsolicited advice is nothing but a nuisance, but please, hear me out. It is my hope that you will live a full life, experiencing the world, fostering strong relationships with people. Do so for dear Citri, whose wish to experience such things shall regretfully never be granted. I cannot deny it. It is my own stubborn notion, one that Her Grace will likely not think kindly of. Beyond my personal motive, I believe that you alone can guide my flock to even greater heights. And perhaps you will learn from them as well. But I have taken enough of your precious time. Know that I am here for you. Always.
And more conversation.
Pray tell, Yuri, did those foul bandits whom we bested at the arena confess to anything?
Not a word. And they wouldn't name names. I got the feeling they didn't know much themselves. However, one thing is clear. Whoever hired them is after something here in Abyss.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. They must have been on a treasure hunt or something.
A treasure hunt here? I don't get it. What is there to find in these dingy tunnels?
Elfric, was it? Looks like this is ringing a bell for you.
Well, something does come to mind. But the notion is preposterous at best.
Never discount a wild hunch. Sometimes they're closer to the truth than you'd think.
As you wish. Though, again, it is quite far-fetched. You see, there is a long-standing legend here. It is said that deep underground, below even Abyss, is a place called the Chasm of the Bound, wherein lies the Chalice of Beginnings.
I've never heard of it, but chances are it's some kind of sacred artifact belonging to the church.
I once happened upon an old document that mentioned a ritual called the Rite of Rising. The text was incomplete, so I was unable to achieve a full understanding of the topic. I cannot even guarantee the authenticity of what I read. But it stated that the Chalice of Beginnings is a sacred object, crafted by order of Saint Seros herself. Saint Seros apparently used the artifact to carry out the Rite of Rising, along with the 4 apostles.
I vaguely recall reading about the 4 apostles. They were saints, and that's about all anyone knows. Hardly any records of them remain. Few alive even know their names, but these apostles supposedly assisted the 4 saints with their holy work.
It is also believed that Saint Seros attempted to perform a resurrection using the chalice. However, the ritual failed. The 4 apostles bound the chalice, so that it would never fall into a mortal's hands.
The Rite of Rising, huh?
Ah, yes! The Chalice of Legend! My father mentioned it to me a very long time ago. A secret treasure of the church. A chalice, powerful enough to resurrect the dead! Exhilarating, no?
Quite. It is no small wonder that people are after it.
Even so, we still don't have much to go on. We must gather more information about this legend at once.
I wholeheartedly agree. I will do all I can to track down more clues within the monastery. Although Garrick Mock's library is so
on the top
well
and bottom of the screen,
I doubt any further records will be found.
Wondrous! We shall do all that we can as well.
I don't care for Constance. Actually, Happy is the only one that I like at all. Running back and forth, jumping all over. Dash, 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 dash. Look at me run, my cape is flowing.
Excuse me.
Sword of the Creator can now be used 20 times.
Hey!
Wow.
I assume you guys want me to be talking to peoples. Hey, Hilda. Venanax, cool.
Had a chance to poke your head in here, Professor? It's a fortune teller's room. Judging by all her mystical-looking dude, I wonder if she does matchmaking. Maybe she can help me sort through my countless suitors.
Nobody in here. Not sure why Yuden appearance needs to be a thing that's available in here, but eh.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go.
Edelgard could use repair on that iron axe.
Is this it? There you go.
You could use
Is this it?
iron axe.
There you go.
Claude is fine, you're fine.
Is this it? There you go.
Oh, right. And that's not
Come
even
back
one of the other
anytime.
stuff yet, so... Inventory items... Store, Crescent Sickle, requires a V. Sickle of Impossible Resilience, this weapon was crafted using forgotten knowledge. I'll definitely give that to Dimitri. I'll take that. Yeah, let's just go ahead and toss the hand axe. Traction, vulnerability, door key, iron sword, juggling, weapons, index, Alright, so that's everything there. Let's go to the battalion's guy.
What do you require?
We can't hire, we can only replenish. That's fine.
Farewell.
Alright, I did all that stuff and I haven't even
Welcome.
needed to sell anything for money yet. Which means that all of this,
Will this one
bullion is straight moolah.
Many thanks.
For Venanax.
Come back soon.
I actually want to give the Venanax to her. Does I have a hand axe? She does. Oh, I can reclass. Special classes, delicious. Mastered, mastered. Mastered, mastered. At least their classes aren't mastered. Apparently she knows how to become a Pegasus Knight. I could go back and do just magic. That's neat that they have that option in there. I would assume after I go through and talk to everybody, another battle would happen right away. It'd probably be like, you're done searching and you've got everything done, so why not have a fight? So, we'll worry about that later. We were going to stop with another. Jump, save. Oh, now we're on to chapter 3. Cool.